So my account is currently sitting at $211,979, and we're plus $68,498 on the year so far. That's 49% on the year. And you must be asking me, how do I do it? How do I do it? Do I day trade? No, not at all. Am I buying options? No, I'm not doing that. I am doing the same strategy I've been doing over the years, and that's called the wheel strategy. Covered calls, cash secured puts, using my money efficiently, using my stocks efficiently. And I've only do it with the same stocks over and over again. And I will show you the same stocks. Like if you look at my portfolio, a lot of people are probably gonna look at it and be like, that's a little bit overweighted with like Palantir. It's making me a lot of money. And it's all about managing the positions, and it's all about giving yourself enough time to be right. It's all about understanding the strategy. And when you get to understand the strategy, and then you tweak it how you like to feel, because a lot of trading is emotional. And if you could take the emotions out of the trading and you just do it by the numbers and understand profit is profit, you end up doing really freaking well. And that's the biggest thing. I struggle with it from time to time, but it's one of the things that just has to be done. And it just has to, you just have to understand it. And we're going to go into my desktop here in about a second, and we're going to talk about my positions, but let's talk about the Discord. Let's jump into that real quick. So I have this Discord up. It's called Clockout Capital. I run it with my friend John. He's actually doing way better than I am, and he does a little bit more advanced strategies, but they're also not hard. And we teach it on here, and this is a free Discord for now. And if you look at what I wrote down here, in just the start of July, I've already made $3,562 in the month of July. And at the time of recording, this is only July 2. So you can see all my plays. I did 2 cash secured puts at 125 for Palantir, getting $792.84. And then I did another 2 for 725 at 130, got another 838. And then I rolled my 138 July 3 Palantir that was supposed to expire tomorrow to a month from now, August 1st, for another $490. Then again, because we had a big sell-off day yesterday, so when the market is red, it's really beneficial to look at doing some cash secured puts if you have money, because then the premiums are going to be higher. So I did cash secured puts for 120 strike price for 8.8. It's pretty much like an earnings play times 2 contracts, and it got $1,400, $1,442 for just those plays. And it's like, why didn't I do a lot more plays there? And I will show you, because next is my desktop. You're going to see, this is one of my accounts. I'm heavy in Palantir. I have a few covered calls that are out pretty deep. And the reason why is because when we had that previous dip in April, I was selling way below cost basis, and I needed it to get back above it. I didn't want to take a big L. So I said I'd just hold on to these stocks, and I will just tie up these shares until, for this case, February. So almost like a year, for another 8 months. And I also did the same thing with Nvidia, but that's going to be coming up in July 18th. So at least in 2 weeks, these will get called away from me. Even though Nvidia right now is at $157, and I'm going to have to sell these for $105. I'm cool with it, because it's even though it's below my cost basis here, I made a lot of money off covered calls off this, and I also don't want to keep rolling this anymore. And that's what I want to talk about with the strategy and understanding what you want to do. I see a lot of people here just saying you just keep rolling it out. And I'm cool with that for an extent of time. I'm cool with rolling for about 2 times, going out a month or 2 months, and then another month or 2 months. I'm cool with doing that just to get your cost basis up. You get your strike price as close to cost basis as you can, so you don't have to take as big of an L. You know what I mean? And that's what I personally do. And one of the biggest things too is that I'm cool with letting go of my stocks. I'm cool with getting assigned. So on the cash secured put side, whenever I do one of these cash secured puts, I am 100% willing to buy said stock at that price I chose. I'm not chasing premiums, even though I like the juicier premiums. Who doesn't? But I'm cool with buying it at the price that I'm choosing. And then on the other side, for the covered calls, I'm perfectly fine with taking money off the table. So we could look at my Webull play right here, right? Webull. My cost basis is $11.96. I have a covered call for $12 for July 25th. And I've been wheeling this strategy, doing covered calls with Webull for a few months now. So I'm very cool with letting go of my Webull shares at $12, even though that's only going to give me 4 cents per share come July 25th. So 4 cents per share is like what? $4 I'm going to friggin' make from this? 4 cents, 0.04 times 100. Yeah, I'm going to make $4. I'm going to make $4 profit off of this, but I've made a lot off of premiums, which is perfectly fine. And that also means I'll be freeing up a lot of cash. Actually, I have 4 contracts of this that I'll get rid of, so it's going to free up around $5,000 for me to go into another play. Like, it's going to free up a lot of money, even though Webull couldn't make big moves like what it is now. It's running at $14 when I'm going to sell at 12. So I'm missing $2 per share for 400 shares. Like, yeah, I'm missing out on the upside, but then I'm opening up my money again. So it's like how I said, I don't chase premium. I don't necessarily chase appreciation. I chase the income that the premium brings in. And in doing so, I'm able to constantly go with the eves and flows of the money. As long as I have cash available, that means I can make a lot of cash secured put plays. As long as I have the stocks, it's pretty much like my money is tied up a little bit. That's how I look at it. Like for my Tesla, look at this. This is a pretty far one. November 21, a 305 call. We're currently at 315. I'm going to be down like $2,000 on this because my cost basis is 337 as well. Like, I could roll this out pretty far and get it above 337, but I'm also kind of thinking maybe I'll just wait till we get closer to November 21 and see where Tesla stock is. If it's trading where it is now, I'll be able to get above my cost basis. If it blows up to close to like 360, 400, like how it was maybe like a few weeks ago, I'll just let the stocks get called away, and then it opens up $30,000. You could do a lot with $30,000 when you're doing cash secured puts and covered calls. And then obviously you got a lot of Palantir here. Palantir plays. I only have 200 shares left, and I showed you that I have both of those tied up, and then I have 5 contracts for selling options here. That this one will expire July 25th, so that's $26,000. That's going to open up July 25th if it stays above 130. On August 8th, I have another 2 contracts. So when that happens, I don't believe we'll go to 120 by August 8th. So that'll open up another $24,000 right there. And then I also have a 133 put. So as long as it stays above 133, they'll open up another $13,000. So right there is around 70K just in Palantir. They'll open up in the first 2 weeks, like the end of July and the first 2 weeks of August. And then I could do another big play again and start making big splash plays to make a lot of money. Like, this is where the wheel strategy is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And like, yeah, I'm down here and I'm selling below cost basis. So on my Tesla, Nvidia, like I'm below cost basis, but I'm up. I'm up 49% on the year, guys. S&P is only like 20 something. And this is what I mean, that you could make a lot of money just doing this strategy. This is what I've been doing over and over again. And I also have a leap play right here for Palantir, a $10 call, which is amazing. I'll be making over 10,000 bucks on this. And it's like I could hold this out till January, or I believe July 8th would be my year of holding this. So I could technically just close this out and I'll get long-term capital gains, but then I'll also open up $12,000 to do more plays. Like that's my mindset around it. I'm cool with getting assigned. I'm cool with getting rid of my shares just to continue growing the portfolio. That's why I believe once you hit a certain level in the portfolio, like 50K plus, you're going to start seeing these big swings of your income. And another thing that I went over in the Discord is that you have to be cool with the fluctuations. Like, yeah, I'm making like 7K of premium, so it shows up a lot of cash, but then I got these reds here, right? So it's like, the question is, I made 5K in premiums, but why is my portfolio still at like, say, like 50K? And like, you started with 50K, you made 5K of premiums, but why is it at 50K still right now? And the reason is, you got to look at your whole portfolio. You got to see, are any of your stocks down right now? Because if your stocks are down 5K and you made 5K, guess what? You're stuck at 0. So you're stuck at 50K. Like, you just got to, the math doesn't lie. You see the money go into your account once you make the play. So the money is there. So you just got to look at everything else as well. So this is what I do. And I also like stagger out my expiration dates. I don't have a lot that expire on the same day. And that's because I do use margin. And if I do get assigned, I do have a lot of cash, but then it's also going to use some margin. So I'll have to pay some interest. So I want myself to know where I'm at each week. Like, I'll see things get expired or assigned, and then if I have to use up the cash, I do. But if I have to go dip into like the actual margin of borrowing, then I could kind of see where I want to play the covered calls. Do I want to play it close and get rid of the margin debt right away? Or do I have some time if like I really feel like one of my other plays will expire worthless and the cash will free up within like a week to a month? And if that's the case, that's how I could strategically place my plays. And that's what I will love getting into. So let me know if you want to know more about like my mindset of how I trade, because I think it's super helpful for a lot of people once you get used to the actual strategy of just switching the mindset to being cool with being assigned, being cool with selling your shares, and understanding that profit is profit, and understanding how to navigate your expiration dates, just so you're not like over leveraging yourself or giving yourself a tight time frame to have a lot of money or have a little bit of money in your account at certain times. So let me know what you guys think. I really love teaching this stuff. If you want to learn more, got the free Discord. If you want a little bit more hand holding, I do have a course where you get a one-on-one with me after you finish the course. So check those out. And if you want a 15% discount, type in 15 in my stand store for the course, and you'll get 15% off. And guys, I love teaching this. This is the easiest strategy to learn. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.